What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Brian here, and you read that title right. I think in 2019, you need to stop listening to Gary V. I know, before you throw whatever it is in your hand across the room, just hear me out. And I'll tell you exactly why I think you should stop listening. But before you do any of that, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and family, because I kind of have a feeling that you're going to. All right. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, if you will. Gary is a entrepreneur, an amazing business person, and now he's become a motivational figure. I don't want to say speaker, because he is not really a motivational speaker. I mean, now I guess he does do speaking engagements, but he's more of a motivational figure. You know, he's not just out there telling you random things. He gives a lot of practical information, a lot of things that you can actually apply to your life and do if you want to be a person that starts a business or already has a business. So, you know, he's done a lot. I mean, and he gives a lot of amazing advice. I mean, he's put out like a whole deck of how to create content, and I mean, it's just like the deck by itself is just so valuable. But my issue is I feel that people are listening to Gary and not watching Gary. See, Gary is kind of he's fun to listen to. It's fun to get up in the morning and hear Gary, because he's profane and he's real and he's raw and he's always at such a high level. His energy is always at a high level. And so you kind of feel like you're at that level too, vicariously through Gary. If you're listening to him in your podcast, you feel like you're up and you're hitting it and you're getting it done. But the reality is you're not really doing anything. And when I say people need to stop listening to Gary, what I mean is you need to start watching Gary. Start to watch what he's doing. I mean, Gary is 100% laying it out for you. If you watch what he's doing, you can see what it takes to be successful. I feel like so many people listen to Gary, or you could say watch his videos. You watch his videos, but you're only listening to him. You listen to his podcast, and you're just experiencing it, but you're not paying attention to what he's doing. Everything you need to know about Gary and what you need to do in your life, Gary's doing. I'm going to say that one more time. Everything you need to know about Gary, he is actually doing. You could get the same value from Gary, I believe, with him on mute. I could watch his videos, especially the new longer ones. I mean, the long ones are amazing. In fact, I highly suggest you try this. Find the longer video of Gary. Not like one of these 10-minute, 5-minute ones. Those are good too. Find a longer one where he's going through his day and watch him operate. Watch his body language. Watch how he operates in front of a large group of people. Watch how he operates in front of a smaller group, and watch how he operates one-on-one. Look at the moves he's making. He's giving it to you, but no one's following him. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's just listening, because I think that if you approach Gary as just entertainment, you're missing it. You're missing it, and it sucks. I see so many people commenting, listening, dropping likes and sharing his stuff, and then they're doing the same stuff over and over. Gary can't just be entertainment. Now, okay, let me change that. Gary can be entertainment. If just hearing Gary is enough for you to have a happy life, if you feel good just in listening to Gary's content, then by all means, continue to just listen to Gary's content, work your job, and be happy. Because I don't ever want to say that there's one way to do things. And for some people, I will recognize that just simply hearing Gary talk and all that is him will make you feel happy, will make you feel, it'll give you a couple of laughs here and there. But for those of us, and I include myself, who are actually trying to aspire to something, who are reaching for something, who are trying to create something and build, it is not enough to just simply put on Gary, put on his podcast, and just kind of tune out. To just say, okay, this is enough. Because just listening to Gary is not going to be enough. It's not going to get the job done. I think there's too many people listening to Gary and then not doing anything about it. They're doing the same thing that they were doing the day before. They're just listening to Gary and then they go back to doing the same thing. But you know what else? If I really, really had to, if someone put a gun to my head and said, Brian, what do you think? Why do you think they're not acting on what they're hearing Gary say? Because the reality, I would say, is they don't really want to change. It's enough for them to hear about the change, to say that they're going to change. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Yeah, Gary's right. I'm going to share this. And then I've done something. No, you've done nothing. Gary's done something and you've kind of showed support by sharing it. No, you've shown support, but you have done nothing. And we're getting it confused. You need to understand what kind of person you are. How are you consuming Gary? Is it educational? Is it inspirational? Or is it just entertainment? There is nothing wrong with either. One is not better than the other. But if you're going to Gary for education and inspiration and you're treating it like entertainment, you are missing out, my friend. But I think people know. I think people see it. And that's why they're not watching him. They're listening and they're enjoying. And you could be listening and passively watching, but when you watch him, you know what it takes. You know what it costs. You can't just get it easy. There's nothing easy about Gary. There's nothing easy about that life that Gary's living. A lot of people say they want this and they want that, but they want it easy. I have people in my DM every day on Instagram asking me if I want to buy followers, if I want to buy this and engagement. And it's like, why would I want to buy it? I don't want you to give me anything, because if you gave it to me, you can take it away. I want to work for it. I want to earn it, because if I earn it, if I build the connection with somebody, then they can't take that away. They can never take that away. Because if I know you and you know me, if I get off of Instagram and I get onto YouTube, or if I get off of Instagram and I get on Facebook, you know it's me. Oh, that's Brian. Everyone's listening to Gary. And he's saying some great stuff. Don't get me wrong. Gary's saying he is dropping jewels and gems on a daily basis. Now, I don't agree with everything he says, but Gary's not telling you the exact way to live life. It's not a manual on how to live life. You have to live this way. If you don't live it this way, then you're not going to be happy. That's not what he's doing. He's just telling you what he's done. And that's what's amazing about Gary. He's not giving you advice about what you should do or you could be doing. He's telling you what he did. And people still don't listen to him. And it makes me laugh a little bit, but then I feel bad. I feel like, man, what? You know what I mean? The answers are there. If you watch what he's doing, watch what he's posting, watch how he's posting it, watch when he's posting it. And then ask yourself, why did he change this? Why is he changing that? Who is Who is he thinking about when he makes these posts? I am telling you, Gary Vaynerchuk is giving us a education on how to maximize 1, social media, 2, personal branding. Gary is a personal brand like no other. And I mean, just the way that he operates, the way that he deals with his employees, the way that he thinks about branding. And, there's also the fact that be willing to be wrong. I'm not saying that Gary is wrong all the time or that he's wrong often, but I'm sure he took a lot of heat for the amount of profanity that he uses. I'm sure he took a lot of heat for being the way he is. But that's who he is. And you need to be who you are. You need to, you need to be the person that you were created to be. And if you watch Gary, you will see that there is a place and there's a space for all of us to be us the way that we are exactly. But if you're just listening to Gary, it's like he says all the time. You can't read a book about doing push-ups. You need to do push-ups. It's 2019. Things are changing. It's exciting if you want it to be. It's terrifying if you don't want it to be. Because things are changing, whether you want it to or not. And in 2019, if you're still just listening to Gary and you're not watching what he does, and when I say watching, I don't just mean watching, because even just watching is not enough. If you're not doing what he's doing, if you're not putting out an insane amount of content and forgetting whether or not people care about it or like it or think it's good, or people think you look cool or they think you look ridiculous, if you're still worried about that in 2019, then why are you even listening to Gary? You can put on any person to get you riled up. Put on some good hip hop. Put on some Kanye, Black Skinhead. That'll get you riled up. If you're just trying to get riled up, it's got to go past just trying to get riled up and motivated and inspired. You got to be put some action out. Put some actions into play. So, to be fair, you should not just listen to Gary. You should not just watch Gary. You should pay attention to what he's doing and do what he's doing. Don't just listen. Don't just watch. Do what it is he's doing. And also, let me leave you with this. Remember this. I don't want to be like Gary. Gary's life is way too hard for me. But I don't want to own the jets. And I don't want to have the biggest business in the world. That doesn't matter to me. I'm a little bit more now. I want to have some things now. And so that means that I might have to sacrifice some things on the back end. That's okay. I understand that I can't sacrifice or I can't not sacrifice now, but I don't want to just put it all away for 10 years, 5 years, whatever. But I do understand I have to be patient. So I have to look at Gary's life and scale it to where it fits me. Because where Gary's at would make me miserable. And you have to do the same. You can't just, it's not just like a template. It's not a cookie cutter thing. Look at it. Figure out what are the principles of what he's doing. Try them. Try a little bit more than what you feel comfortable with. And then when you get to that point where you're like, this is going to burn me out, scale it back. Hey, these are just my random thoughts because that's what I do. I give random thoughts. I hadn't done a thought video in a while. The BoJack one did all right. Seemed like people enjoyed that, so I thought I would do another one. I'm probably going to be doing thought videos all week, so I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you have a great day. Please subscribe to this video. If you like this video, smash subscribe to this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, smash the like button and share it with your friends and family, because I want more people to stop just listening to Gary and start actually doing what he's telling you and doing what he is doing. Because I think that there's a lot more successful people out there who are just not taking action. All right, have a great day.